All right, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday so far. I am just chilling here, trying to wake up a little bit so we can finish up part two of the Art Share stream. I am so happy that this stream has gotten so big that I have to split it into two. As it continues to grow, we're going to have to continue to adapt and adjust to, make sure that I can cover everybody and keep things like organized and that kind of thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's hop on over here. And for those of you that are new, if you go to my Bluesky account, I will have a pin post every single week where you can submit your artwork with very brief lore or some information about your OCs. And then Saturday and Sunday, I will do streams like these where I go over every one of the submissions here. A little bit of ground rules, though. Do your best to put art that you haven't shown on the art share yet, even if it isn't new. If you haven't shown it, I would appreciate that. So it's not the same thing every single week. You can also post work in progress. You can post like any photography you've done, just like anything like creative. You can post that on there if you don't have anything like art wise ready for each week. So do not feel bad. All right. Anyway, we left off with Dork Fruit last time, so we are going to start with a new person here as well. They are a Yena Art. They wrote, "Hello, I'm Yena, non-safe for work, self-taught artist from Ukraine." Oh, hell yeah, nice. Who likes to draw fantasy like D&D and sci-fi like Star Wars. I'm drawing OCs and sometimes fan arts. So let's go ahead and check out their work. Already an absolutely like solid start here. We have a tarot card design for the moon. Looking super awesome here. We have this like beautiful like mermaid character taking a little serene nap in the moonlight. I really like the graphic elements of it. I love the little extra halo itself around the moon. That's pretty sick. The stylization of the clouds is really nice. And I love the way the bottom fin kind of billows out like a big luxurious dress. Like that looks like absolutely fantastic. The overall lighting is awesome. All the values are done really well, so none of it is blending together. Fantastic job. Really nice composition. Let's go ahead to the next one here. And then we have this saucy elf belly dancer here giving you a little wink like, oh yeah, this dance is for you. I really like the focal blur with some of these details, like these things that are, looks like they're hanging more in the foreground in front of the character to make it look like the eye is focusing specifically on the dancer here. And then, of course, the shape language of all the different drapes and whatnot brings you like straight up into this kind of like triangular composition up into the face and the hands. So this is awesome. Really good job. I love the addition, of course, of all the rugs. There would be tons of rugs in this kind of like scenario here. Looks awesome. I really like it. Plus the warmest, brightest colors are the subject itself. So that works really well. Go to the next one here. Ooh, this one looks like they might be like a Draenei from World of Warcraft, possibly. Because they got the horns going on here. They got the little tail with the little tuft on it. So I'm assuming this is a Draenei, maybe like either a mage or a druid or something along those lines. Really cool. I really like this. I like that they actually have like the much darker skin choice that you can choose for them, because it works really well with these other highly saturated like greens and golds and all that kind of stuff. That way it doesn't get like visually like muddy Yeah, I think it looks really good. The swirling energy is great. By the way, if I'm pausing a lot, guys, it's because like I've had coffee, but for some reason my brain is just not kickstarting today. So if I sound a little bit off, that's probably why. I do apologize ahead of time for that. But yeah, they do a really good job of like having like the most in focus parts of their image be the most important parts with the most amount of detail. So yeah, it looks really good. I really like this. And then we have a Navi character from James Cameron's Avatar here, looking really cute, looking like they're having a great time. Maybe reminiscing about something that makes them happy. Maybe they met somebody that they are compatible with. I have only watched the first Avatar movie, so I don't know anything about the other ones. So I don't know if maybe this is a reference to any of the newer movies. But it's really cool. I like how they have like green and like the braids. Like the color choices are really, really nice here. Very cool color scheme all around, but it works like really, really well. I'm a fan of these like kind of like more pastelly or like kind of like retrowave. Like I always use like a retrowave palette when I do my artwork, so really really appeals to me. And like the graphic nature of the background looks really, really good. Yeah. Well, I'm still getting used to this too because Sunday is normally like a rest day for me. Like I didn't used to stream on Sundays at all, but I needed some sort of solution for the art share because my voice gets my throat gets like really raw after about like around like the 20 submission mark. So splitting it off at like 15 to 20 is probably the best bet. I also don't want to feel like, for the people that are at the end of the art share, like when my throat's feeling really rough, it sounds like I'm not as enthusiastic, but that's not the case at all. I'm just literally physically struggling with my voice. So I don't want anybody to feel like, their art is like lesser than others just because like I'm having trouble with my voice. Anyway, these are all super awesome. I am so happy that you have joined our art share here. I wish you all the positive energy living in Ukraine. I wish you safety. I cannot wait to see more of your artwork next week. Your artwork is absolutely gorgeous, totally beautiful stuff. Make sure you guys go and follow Yena and support them, like and repost their work because they are great. These would be awesome as like prints, especially these like tarot cards. That'd be super cool. I will link you the Discord as well if you want to hang out with us in there and have a good time. All right, next up we have another new person. Makes me happy. This is Kitty Catastrophe with a K. Thank you for hosting. I'm Kitty and I draw anime style art. The first two are Danganronpa fan art. The second is my OC Aquarius. She doesn't have any lore yet, and the last is a work in progress of Mesmerizer Miku. Hell yeah. Ooh, I really like your artwork. This is really cool. I love the graphic elements that you have added in here, like the screen tones, halftones that you have in here on the like the shading and the lighting. I love the color choices for like the rim lighting and the specular highlights that you got going on here. This you have like a really nice gradient in the eyes here as well. Really good job. Nice value work too. That's awesome. I love this. I haven't played these games, but I've watched Game Grumps play them a little bit, so I have a vague idea about this character. So. And then we have, I believe, the same. Oh wait, no, they said one was their OC. Hold on, let me check. First two are Danganronpa. Okay, that's what I thought. Same thing with this one here. Like really well done, really like cute, like more casual kind of like scene here. Looking really, really nice. Again, I really love all the graphic elements. I like the big white outline that you have over the entirety of the art to cut it out from the background. That's always a good technique, especially when you're using like a graphic kind of style. But I love like the blend of like anime cell shading with the halftones and the different like gradients and different colored specular highlights. I think that's really nice. Looks really, really good. And this is one of their OCs here. Looks like they have water or slime for hair, which is really cute. I really like that. I love the little like hatching lines you have on this one. Looks like you use more of like a pencil style brush, which I think works really well in this image as well. Mostly monochromatic, minus the slightly warm areas, of course, in the face here and on the hands. So you did a really good job with that. And then the dynamic angle here also like reinforces the composition, so it looks really good. And then you have your work in progress here of Mesmerizer Miku. I like that she has sharp teeth. I'm always like a super big fan of like anime characters with like the sharp teeth. I don't know why. It just makes them so either cool or cute. Just kind of like appeals to me. So I can definitely see the direction this is going based on your other artwork here. So it looks like it's going to be another banger. So I am super stoked to see how this turns out. So far, it looks really, really good. It looks like you're on the flats level of everything. So yeah, you got the hard part out of the way. I hate doing flats, so this is my least favorite part of like doing artwork. Is just applying the flats. So I can't wait to see it finished. All right, so that was everything from Kitty Catastrophe here. They have very awesome, very cool anime-inspired artwork here. They are obviously a gamer as well because they have Danganronpa fan art in here. Make sure you give them lots of support, that you repost their work, leave nice comments. I think all these, of course, again, would be really nice as prints as well. Especially if you had like the different finishes on the paper that maybe either had like the hologram kind of effect, or if they had some sort of like maybe gloss on like certain parts of it, that would be awesome. All right, next up we have keychain, with chain spelled very interesting, which is awesome. I like it. I love the pun aspect of it. At least I hope I'm saying that right. It could be keychain, maybe. I don't know. I'm a VTuber, so I'm going to say everybody's names wrong, so I do apologize. So let's go ahead and bring up the actual post for this. Hello, I am Shane, a self-taught artist. Oh my god. Writer and Komikero. I don't actually know what Komikero is. I also do photography and videography and more. Here are some of my drawings. So let's go ahead and go to it. So this one, they have a little alt down here that says, I hope I say this right, Buena Vandre los Desiderios. So looking pretty cool here. I think we saw this last time where we saw this really cool like vampire OC that they have that hangs out with their other OC, maybe a love interest or a love story. Again, I really like all the texture work that has been added as like finishing touches on the image. Really, really cool. And then this one's slightly different. This one says, "There goes Pilar," which I believe is the other OC that they showed last time. Definitely a very like kind of like almost like threatening, like emotionally kind of like stylistic choice here. We have like the effect on it. I think it's called like artistic. I don't know why they label it that way, but it's almost like, or like posterized, where it's like they've kind of taken like the rendering and made it more like jarring with like the filter, but it really suits like the mood of like the image, so it's not like it's like a bad thing. So looks really cool. I like it. And then we have, of course, the hold on, let me change the song. I love this song, but I'm gonna go ahead and skip it for the sake of the stream. Uh, anyway, we have it says red and gold down here, so we have the vampire OC up here doing like a really cool, like almost like JoJo pose kind of thing, and then we have another one down here with the other OC. You know, obviously the red is referring to the vampire's eyes, and the gold is the gold lighting that they have going on down here. Looking really cool, looking like it's like could be like a poster or a promotional image for the story. And then we have another one here. It says Buena Vendre, giant pilar holding a camera. So this is, I guess, the pose that they're doing while they're having their picture taken here, or either that or the profession of this character down here. Pilar is a photographer by trade, uh, and then their vampire like love interest or friend or partner is the subject matter here. So that's really cool. I like it. I love the simple red in the background. I think that's really effective for these like styles of images here. Cool stuff. All right, so that is everything from Key Shane. I think their name is Shane. I'm probably saying that wrong, but anyway, they are really talented. I really like their work here. There's definitely a very much a vibe going on, and they have their own little world and their own little story that all of their artwork is like interconnected. So that's really neat to see. So make sure that you guys support them. It looks like they have a Ko-Fi account here, so you can go there and you know, if you got a little extra scratch, maybe throw it their way. All right, next up we have Hobby. Hobby is super cool. They're extremely nice. They do a lot of art shares, so if you guys follow Hobby, be on the lookout for their art shares. Make sure you participate in them as well. They wrote, "Hey, this is the High Mage, Sintus Sundance. Well, she was until the destruction of Silvermoon. Now she's something else, like the tint of red in her eyes show." Oh, so I think this is from World of Warcraft here. I haven't played it in a while, but pretty sure I'm pretty sure this is like a blood elf here. But it looks like they're kind of almost turning into a death knight because they have like the blue dot eyes with like the red around the outside, and then usually like death knight attire is very much like skull themed or like super like death themed in general. And I also would imagine from the you know, from the way the background here as well, or maybe she's like Sylvanas where she's turning into an undead, something like that. So anyway, looks super cool. I love seeing Hobby's work every week because you can see like, you know, improvement over time. Hobby is also an absolute machine when it comes to pumping out artwork. Like, they put out so much like high quality artwork in such a short amount of time. Like, I'm always like really impressed with how much work that they put out here. But it's looking really good. I really like it. Looking awesome here. Not distracted at all. Anyway, that is everything from Hobby. Make sure you check them out. Make sure you follow them. They are super nice, really supportive member of the art community online. I really like them. I love seeing their work. They do a lot of Star Wars. They do a lot of like fantasy kind of artwork here. So if that is your thing, make sure to check them out. Ooh, hell yeah. This is a person that submitted last time, and I really liked their artwork the last time I saw it. They said that they don't draw very often, and I will do everything I can to encourage this person to continue to draw. Their name is Ellie. Hi, I draw sometimes. I don't have a lot of artwork, but for me, every sketch is an achievement. Well, you're not kidding, because these are really good. Like, I really love your style. Like, it's fantastic work. And like, I love how this is like mostly black and white, except for like the background and some of the important elements here, such as the collar, the chain, the glow of the eyes, and then of course you have the rim light. And this also works really well for separating the values between the oh, excuse me, sorry, the values between the hand and the arm here. It's looking really cool. I really like this. This stuff is your artwork is awesome. This would be really cool as a print that if it worked on like a black light where just like the color parts glowed in the dark, that would be so dope. Then we have this super nice one here. We got like a lot of texture work here on the dress, but it's actually not too busy. Did a really good job of doing the shading and the lighting over top of it to give it more of like a 3D effect that it is wrapped around the subject matter, and it also doesn't like make it too busy because you've lightened the line aspect of it, so it's not like super harsh. She is chained out here, so she is even more impressive than two chains. She got all sorts of chains here, so. And then of course you have a really nice like window here that does really good to frame the composition, along with these black roses down here that kind of like section off the bottom half here and bring the attention up to the focal point, which is the face and the eyes here. So looks really, really nice. I love the little slight hints of color here in the roses as well. That's a really nice touch. And again, really nice like material rendering here, because you have a really good balance of values between them. Ooh, this one's super cool. Oh, I really like this. This is awesome. There's a lot of flow in this. There's a lot of movement. Like, really good, like, the whole... You have basically, like, two ovals, and then you have, like, almost like a triangular, like, kind of composition for the actual body. Like, I really like these little, like, winglets, like, on the front part of the outfit here. Like, that is really neat. Looks really dope. You got like the almost like feather-like kind of like filigree around the outside here. I hope that's the right word for that, but you know what? I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say it with my chest with confidence. I don't know what it's actually called, but yeah, looks fantastic. Ooh, this one is super cool. I love like the framing, like the abstract around the outside with like the kind of like glitter effect almost. Like this legitimately looks like it could be like some sort of like metallic surface with like a very, very high contrast specular highlight to it. And then of course like the vertical hatching works really well to contrast all of the other directional strokes. Really, really nice stuff. Like, I really like your work. I feel like the little splashes of color on your mostly monochromatic schemes work super, super well. Like, I would buy these as prints. Alright, make sure that you guys check Eleli out. Make sure that you support them. They're very cool. They're very talented. They seem, from what I can see from the way they're writing here, they need a confidence boost with their artwork. Make sure that you encourage them, because I love their artwork and I cannot wait to see more of it. Alright, next up we have Malik or Malik. They wrote, "Hi, I'm a freelance art student and I like character design." Ooh, we got an art student here. Hell yeah. Nice. So you can kind of see like their references that they are using over here off to the side. That's always like a really good way to do it. I don't always put my references directly on my canvas because I use Clip Studio Paint, and usually like the upper right part of my screen is like the little window you can set for your references. But yeah, it's looking really good, looking really nice. It looks like we got a king here who is on their deathbed, or either that or they are sick or just exhausted. Looks like their queen or significant other here is also not getting a whole lot of sleep with a lot of bags under their eyes. I can definitely see this style being translated really well into like an animation or like a comic. So it looks really good so far. I really like it. And then we have an anthro character here putting on some gloves. They are some sort of doctor or science type, perhaps even a coroner, but it looks like they're having trouble getting their gloves on. So they are using their teeth. So I really hope they're not a coroner. But it looks really good so far. Really, stylized. Looks awesome. I like it. I love the yellow specular highlights up here to like really like highlight the head as the focal point of the image. Works really, really well. And then again, we have the same anthro character here. I believe more of a character sheet as how their anatomy works. Ooh, and they've got two different types of like eyes going on here. Looks like some of it has to do with like maybe the whatever mood they're trying to convey. I'm kind of guessing from the way that the background elements here is that I think I might have guessed right that they're either like a coroner or they deal with like bodies here, especially because you have the sink with the blood, or they might even be a murderer. I don't know, but I think this is supposed to be the animal representation we have here for their anthropomorphic character. So that's really cool. I like that. Really nice work. Especially going the extra mile and drawing the back. Like, I don't know why it's so hard to motivate myself to do that, but I've been trying to get better about that. I need to get back to my character sheets for my webtoon. And then we have like a portrait style, almost looks like this could be like a historical figure here, or perhaps from like a movie. Sorry, just getting some water here. I'm going to change my music. But yeah, looking really cool. They're giving us a super judgy face. So maybe perhaps this person was like a merchant of sorts. They kind of look like, I would assume from the dress, like you usually see like merchant type characters having like this kind of like outfit. So that is my guess. I don't actually know. But yeah, really, really solid work here. I am super happy that you have joined our art share. I cannot wait to see more from you. Again, I will send everybody who participates well, I'm not going to send it to you directly because for some reason Bluesky is weird about direct messages. So what I usually do is I put up the Discord link and then I tag people that have participated in my art share in it. And of course, everybody that does participate, I will add you to a tag list. So when I post the new art share, you guys don't miss out. So make sure you guys support Malik here. They are really talented. It looks like they're doing a great job. Looks like they have a good variety of the types of artwork they're doing here. So, we have a scene, we have a character sheet, we have more of like a cartoony kind of style here, and then we have like a portrait down here. So good variety. All right, next up we have Kale. Kale wrote, "Thanks for the tag. I'm Kale. I do traditional art, mostly watercolors." Ooh, I love watercolors. "I'm 34 and disabled, and painting is pretty much all I got going for me." Hey, that is an absolute great focus. I think that's an amazing thing to do, especially if you have like limited mobility. Here's some of my stuff. And I remember they participated in my last art stream, and I was really, really happy to see their work. I'm always impressed with people that still do traditional art, even in 2026, because I'm jealous and I'm not as good at it. Like I used to do traditional art, but I never was this talented at it. So we got super cool owl here hanging out. I love the color choices with the purple and then the nice like kind of like golden color to go along with the more muted like kind of like tannish colors up here. looks really nice. And then just a little bit of like splotches around the outside kind of look almost like maybe like falling leaves or falling debris. So I think that's a nice touch there. And then we have this like crazy looking like Wendigo spirit monster thing we got going on here, lurking around in the forest. This is not something you want to see when you are out in the forest by yourself. Good luck getting away, but do your best. But it's looking really cool. I like it so far. Well, not so far. I like it in general. I like how the trees are a negative space along with the stars and the moonlight and everything. Really, really cool. I love like the different like kind of splotches of color even in the dark form here. Looks really nice. And again, we have another Wendigo type looking creature here as well. This is more like you were out in the woods, you did a bunch of like psychedelics or shrooms, and this guy rocked up on you. So now you're freaking out even more than you were to begin with. And I think even like this might even confuse a Wendigo seeing you in the state. So maybe they're looking at you like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? But again, really cool. I think they do a really good job with the use of negative space for framing. The addition of inks after the watercolor itself has probably dried here, I think is a really nice touch as well. Like this would be really cool again as like a blacklight poster. I don't own any blacklight posters, but for some reason I just think that some of these artworks that I've seen would be like really cool as ones. And this is one of the ones they submitted last week, but I still really enjoy it. It is a fox enjoying their time basking in the sunlight here with like a little butterfly on the tip of their nose. Absolutely adorable, super cool stuff. So yeah, as you can see, Kale is a really talented watercolor painter here. Make sure you give them lots of support. If they have any sort of links or anything, they have a Ko-Fi, so if you want to try to, have some nice work, nice traditional work, and support them, help them continue to do that, make sure you check out their Ko-Fi. Everybody could use a little help these days, so make sure that you guys go and support them so they can continue to do awesome artwork. All right, next up we have PSM, Prime Star Mangaverse. They wrote, "Thanks for the art share. Here are some of my drawings from my Full Metal Spectre Blue manga. It's a tokusatsu sci-fi adventure about Apollo transforming into cyborgs known as specters to do battle with the corrupt forces of Triangulum." So we got this first image here looking like it could be like a cover image for a chapter here. Kind of like, surveying the maybe the damage here, or maybe they're getting ready to gear up to turn into like the cyborg here. Hey, what's up, Pensy? How's it going? Yeah, really cool, really neat here. We got like a lot of rubble. It looks like they are probably like in the midst of a battle here. Perhaps this is like the cyborg element that's like calling out to them like, hey, it's time for a transformation, dude. But yeah, really good composition. I really like this. It's awesome. Oh, it's okay, Bensy. No worries. I can't wait to see what you're working on. Ooh, and we have Captain Prime here. We have like a really neat character here. I really love like his space cloak. I think that's dope as hell. Always like a super big fan of that. So, especially like I'm a huge like Gurren Lagann fan. So anything that's like kind of like epic, like over the top like effects is always makes me happy. They've definitely got some pauldrons going on here to protect their upper body, and it almost looks like their legs and possible forearms might be a little bit augmented as well. And I like the visor. Like, not a lot of people do like the whole visor thing, but but it reminds me of like early 90s, late 80s kind of like stylization. So I can appreciate that. Ooh, cool, nice. We have Spectre Fairy Saya here. This is giving me like massive like Xenogears like vibes here, along with a little bit of some design elements again from like what I believe is the golden era of like mecha anime, where a lot of like the mecha had like these like really cool like visor kind of things, some almost like Gundam inspired like elements to the face and the shoulders, and of course the little hippie things. Um, I'm also a huge like Armored Core fan, so anything mecha is also like really is like right up my alley. So yeah, like a fairy Gundam. Yeah, yeah, 100%. But yeah, this is awesome. I really like it. I love all the colors too. The colors are a really nice choice. And then we have Spectre Chrysalis here. So having more of like a name that goes along with like maybe like a harder surface is really fitting for having like a shield. Of course, it seems that they have like defensive case capabilities, and then maybe this is a precursor also to a maybe a bigger, more elaborate form with Chrysalis, because you could also use that as like a symbol for transformation from like like a lesser being to a higher being. So that's really cool. I like it. Yeah, yeah, it's super 90s. I dig like the 90s like Tekkaman Blade and stuff like that. It gives me a lot of like vibes with like the way the heads are done here, but in a good way. Yeah, really cool stuff. So that was everything from Prime Star Mangaverse here. They have an ongoing comic. I see them post it. Well, I should say manga. I'm sorry, not comic. Going on their Bluesky here. So make sure you guys check them out. Make sure you give them lots of support. I really like seeing your work. You put out way more story than I do, even on my own webtoon. So I really need to get back into that and get on it. But yeah, make sure you guys support them. Awesome work. Cannot wait to see more of it next week. All right, so we have Adam's art next. Adams wrote, "Thanks for the tag. Hey, you're very welcome. This week's lineup is number 1, a simple doodle of Pitia. 2 is Pitia dressed in the outfit from Thriller." That's funny because I just played a Thriller cover. Oh my god. Speaking of music here, my shuffle doesn't always give me the best shuffle options here, at least for what I'm feeling. Alright, Coheed's fine. We can do that. Anyway, number 3 is my voodoo doll characters in 4. K-pop Demon Hunter cosplay, Mocha in her biker fit. Oh, okay, they're in K-pop Demon Hunter cosplay. I read that completely wrong. Nice, nice. I really like this OC. I think they're really creative. They are a character who's a vampire, but they're a vampire that's based on a fruit bat. So, they like fruit and whatnot instead of like blood. Very cute characters. I think this is a really cute, really fun little detail of the spider coming out of the belly button. And then I got this little like bug like hairpin up here, which is really cute. I like this. This is awesome. Adorable stuff. Then we have the same OC in the Thriller outfit, but customized to what appears to be their favorite color, which is purple. Looks like they're rocking up, ready to start the whole like dance routine. So that's pretty awesome. I love that. That's a funny little idea, especially like I said, since I just played a Thriller cover from my my YouTube music here, so that's like really appropriate. Oh, here's the voodoo dolls. I loved the tiger in K-pop Demon Hunters. Like the tiger was like the best character, and then probably the second best character is the Out of the three main characters, is the little one that raps. Like, I really love her. Like, she's so adorable. But yeah, really good translation here, especially with like the purple flames of the Demon King that they had going on in their world, and then there, of course, their little demon outfits that they wore. These are like traditional Korean depictions of those type of like spirits. They usually wear these little outfits. Oftentimes, they're also put on like vampire figures as well. And then we got this one here looking super tough. They've got a knuckle sandwich ready for anybody who gives them any sort of crap. It is free of charge, you know. You must be hungry for a beatdown. Either that or this character's just like super confident, and that's just kind of like their pose here. But my headcanon is they get into some scraps, and they don't take crap from anybody. So awesome stuff. Really cool. All right, so that was everything from Adam's art here. They are super cool. I love seeing their work. Again, another international artist here that has joined us. They're from Ireland, so hopefully I have a buddy to go have a beer with when I finally do get to go overseas. Well, I'll have to hit you up there. All right, up next here we have Tanako. Let me go ahead and get this nice and big here. These are the two old designs. Tyler Frost. What number are you going to pick to sit on the plane with? So that's this one here. This is my other character from the Unmasked named Tech Tyrant. So down here. And the meme that I made for Arthur and Riley that I found really cute. More info in the alt. Alright, so let's check this out. This one is Meteorite. He has similar powers from Starfire from Teen Titans. I really like this character design. I was going to make him another supportive character to team up to the team known as the Vanguards. And some comedic moments. However, paranoia got to me, and that is because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna end up getting sued if I add him to my series based on his design. So it's been cut, and I went with Tyler Frost instead. I mean, if the designs aren't like too terribly close to like another character, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. Also, characters having like similar powers to existing characters, I wouldn't worry about that at all, because like if you look at DC and Marvel in particular, you literally have like the same character with the same powers, just from different companies, like just like slightly different takes on them. So I would not be too concerned about that. Of course, I would encourage you to give like your own little like tweak or twist to maybe those powers, just to kind of make it your own. But otherwise, I wouldn't worry about it too much. All right, you're stuck on a 20-hour flight. Where are you sitting? Well, let's see here. Well, I guess if I had to pick, I would probably sit next to this one. For reasons. And I think we all know the reasons here. Yeah, me and Pensy are in the same boat here. I think this is the place to sit. Personally. I don't know the personalities, though, these two characters too well, but if we had to go solely on a visual spectrum. They also pick 6. Me, I'll pick 6. Why? Because Hanako is friendly, and even though she's edgy and dark, she's mostly quiet. But at least I got a good view, if you know what I mean, wink face. But Jill, well, let's just say she's too easy, and she says a lot of messed up shit in the most non-safe for work way. Gotcha. So we all had the answer here. I'll let everybody else make their own decisions here. And then this one is, he is an inspiration of Iron Man and William Afton, also known as Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy. His role is a team leader and a psychiatrist of the Vanguards. That's kind of interesting that I believe William Afton, I think, is one of the murderers in or if not is the murderer in Five Nights at Freddy's. So it's interesting that he is the psychiatrist of the Vanguard too. That's a interesting choice. Cool design though. I really like him. That's awesome. And then this one, I feel like everybody's gonna love this series and see that it has potential. Just hope Prime doesn't screw me over. So this reminds me of that meme that I've seen going around where there's like, people's pets where they'll put up their hands kind of like this, and the pet comes in and shoves their face in between. They're all like extra cute. So I think this works really, really well. It's super adorable. You get to see the interactions of these two different characters, like kind of how they feel about each other. Super adorable stuff. Sounds like the best job for him. Nice. All right, so that is everything from Tanako. Make sure you support them. They are trying to curate their own little dark superhero universe. So we are going to work to help make those dreams come true. So make sure you give them lots of support, gives them lots of encouragement. Oh, they also wrote, oh, sorry, I forgot to take out these are the two. I meant to say, here's the old design of Tyler Frost instead. So yeah, make sure you support Tanako. They are super cool. They're very nice. They made adorable, like, little plushy chibis that you can see in my Discord. If you want to check that out, I would totally buy their little plushies because they're adorable. All right, next up here we have Rainbow Dog. Been working on these rigs and making them do little dances. I haven't finished anything super good yet, but we will see. Nice, nice. So we have like a character here that is cut up for rigging and ready to go. I really need to learn to do rigging. I am planning on, so when I do my 2.0 model, I'm not only going to draw it, but I'm going to attempt to rig it myself. We're going to see how that goes. It looks like an absolutely daunting task to learn, but like any other skill, you just kind of break it up into smaller chunks and you set smaller goals and then you build upon them. So we're gonna keep a positive outlook on it. Anyway, I really like Carla's work. Carla is also super cool, super nice. She has a VGen as well. So if you are interested in her work, you can go check that out and support her. Really, I would say her prices are really low for her quality, but you know what? That is her decision to keep them that way. So yeah, make sure you guys support them. I cannot wait to see this rig. This is an adorable character we got going on here. And these are the OCs that are based on apples too. So we saw character sheets about them last week, which is really cool. And then this one has like it's like an apple with like worms on it. So it's like a really like super adorable, really creative design here. We have a lot of the seeds as well from like the apple as design elements that work really well, work really cool. I really like this one in particular. I think this is like a really creative idea. So I cannot wait to see these two figures rigged. Anyway, that is everything from Rainbow Dog, aka Carla. Also, they are also a VTuber like myself. So make sure that you follow them on Twitch. Make sure that if you get the chance, you see them live, pop in and try to give her some encouragement, give her some engagement. Let's see how many more we got here. We're getting there. Alrighty, we have Mitsuki. I love Mitsuki's work. Hello again. I have 4 arts, but 2 of them are videos. But Bluesky doesn't like video and images in the same post, so they'll be in the replies. Hey, that works for me. 1 shared this in the Discord, but not on stream since you weren't streaming that time. Hey, that's okay. 2 drew my villain group OC, just chilling, I guess. Hell yeah. So we got a Happy New Year's image here. I really like when Mitsuki does these where they're like not as like intensely rendered. They're still kind of sketchy, but I think it works out really well, especially with the gray tones. I think it actually works really nice. They have a very distinct, unique art style, so you can definitely tell that it is their artwork right away, and I really, really enjoy it. And then they have their villains here giving off different expressions as well. We have Jean. We have Chloe here. Chloe's like, why are you asking me why I'm bothering you all the time? Like, this is what I do. I'm a villain. Don't ask dumb questions. We have Sylvan here, who looks like they might have like some serious, like, like either nervous energy or they are super irritated by the heroic OCs here. And then we have Louis here, who looks like he's just absolutely like full of himself with his little swag outfit he's got going on here. Cute. I love it. All right, and here are the videos. Had too much fun animating the last one, so I wanted to try something slightly more complicated. So let's go ahead. Let's make this nice and big. And let me. Oh, it loops. Cool. Hell yeah. I need to learn to animate as well. Like, that's something that like I'm kind of like missing from my skill set is some animations here. I really like this. This is really cool. It kind of reminds me of like a loop that you would see in like maybe like an RPG or an Atomi, which is awesome. Havoc and I are also working on an Atomi in one of our multiple projects here, so looks like I will turn to Mitsuki maybe here for some help. And this last one here says, suddenly got the urge to have a small animation for my art, so I would and did it using Live 2D. Just the simple stuff though, only the hair is actually moving and the rest, and it looks kind of stiff, but hey, it's literally my first time animating, so I gotta start somewhere. So let's make it nice and big. I mean, I think you did an awesome job for this being like your first time here, especially with like the characters like blinking. I haven't attempted this at all yet, so you did an amazing job. Not to mention, of course, that the artwork is absolutely fantastic. A very warm, very like emotional scene we got going on here. So cool. I love it. All right, so that was everything for Mitsuki. Mitsuki is super cool. I love seeing your artwork every single week. Your style is just so distinct. The fact that you are now branching into animating your work, I think, is a bold step. And I think you're doing an awesome job at it so far. So I cannot wait to see more from you next week. All right, next up we have Mana Minori. They wrote, dropping my art to be shared. I draw in MS Paint. Ooh, that's wild. Oh, I think I used to do your work on Twitter too in the art share. So thank you for joining me on here. And I have commissions open. Can that info also be shared in the stream? Thanks a bunch. Yeah, of course it can be shared. So it looks like they do have a commission link in their profile under Ko-fi here. So make sure you check it out, especially if you like the work that you see. The fact that these are done in MS Paint is absolutely insane. Like, that's wild that these are done in Paint, because these are done so well. Works really, really good. I love the patterning on the dress. This is an absolutely adorable character. Really nice posing as well. And then we have this like really cool like scene here with this like awesome like kind of like Pegasus unicorn mythical creature here with a giant like space boa and like some sort of like maybe cloud hair here with the moon, rocking up to this like absolutely wild looking like dragon creature here with like eyeballs in the shoulders. The line work is nuts for being done in MS Paint, so good job. Super cool. And then we have Charlie from Has Been Hotel here. looking absolutely adorable, probably singing a song because that's like 100% what she does in the show. Also, really clean, really well done. Again, I am always impressed by you, especially since you said you work in MS Paint. Crazy work in MS Paint. So cool. Like, this is nuts. These are really cool, like some like anthro, like beast characters here. This one looks like it is in the style of one of the other artists that usually participates in our art share, where they have like the floating heads here. Really cool stuff. I really like it. Looks awesome. You got like the action shot of this mythical beast up here. I really like it. This is awesome. Man, super talented, especially for oh, okay, here's something down here. Also, a bit of info about the art. First pick is My Little Pony, Takara OC Commission. Second is My Little Pony Princess Luna approaching a dragon. And third is a fan art of Hasbin Hotel Charlie. And fourth is their own OC. Yeah, as you can see, Mana Minori is really talented. They have like 100% mastered MS Paint here. I'm really impressed that you were able to do that in such a limited basic program. Again, they have commissions open and they have the link on their profile. If you're interested in their work, or if you just want to like, give them some encouragement, please check out their Ko-Fi. Ooh, nice. So we have Vilha up here next. They wrote, oh crap, clicked the wrong thing. Heyo, Vilha here. Did some new art I did this month. I love your artwork. I always love seeing it. This is done like traditionally, and it's just so cool. There's just so much like really nice like texture work, very like creative uses of like, sometimes they include like even like physical like texturing of like actually adding like say like objects or like cloth or paper or leaves to their work. So it's always really cool. I love like the little lines here for like the blush. I think that's a really nice touch. Really good specular highlight across here. Looks awesome. And then we have one here that has like kind of like a graphic background here with a more watercolor kind of style. You can see they've used some pencil work in here as well. Looking like it's out of like a fashion magazine. Kind of a bit of like almost like a jester kind of theme to it. Really cute. I really like this. This is awesome. And next up here, we have another one here. We got a very tall person here being admired by somebody down here. I love all the detail work around the outside. I think that's really cool and really creative framing. But this looks like a very nice like scene here. I can't tell if they have like, it almost kind of looks like they have a bloody nose, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to just go adding my own ideas about that here. But yeah, this is really cool. I like it. I'm always impressed, like I said, by people that still do traditional art. And then this one is really neat here. This one like kind of looks like almost like maybe like a stoic kind of like portrait. It just, for some reason, it's giving me like monk vibes. I don't know if it's like the shape of the hairstyle or usually people that end up being monks have like kind of like this like face shape. I noticed they have like a very similar like face shape. I think it might have to do with maybe like some of the meditative practices and the dietary practices. So no, of course I'm impressed with you, Pensy. You have digivolved. You are now Pensy, so I'm impressed with your digital artwork. But yeah, really cool. I loved like the directional strokes, especially on the face. Like they did a really good job of the separations of saturation and value. A really nice like framing to it. It's really cool. I like how the circle not only goes around the outside, but also is still a little bit present, cutting into the image itself. So Wait, is Alex in here? Sup, Alex? Sup, everyone? Hey, what's up, Verhel? How's it going? Is Alex in here? I don't want to, like, be rude and not see Alex, you know? And not say hi. Anyway, but yeah, awesome stuff. Really, really good. Really impressive every single week. I love seeing your artwork. Hey, it's okay. No worries. Hey, you confused me for someone who's awesome, so that is perfectly fine with me. Alex is my art dad, so. Anyway, that was everything from Vilha Adler here. As you can see, they are super talented. They are also really nice, really cool. So make sure you check them out. They have their link as well in their profile here, so you can support them on all their ventures. If you want some really, really nice, really, really creative traditional art, make sure you check them out. Fantastic work. And we are on our last submission here. We have Cacho Manser. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I know you're in here, and I do not mean to butcher your name. You wrote, "Hey, thanks for the art share. You are very welcome. I am super glad and super happy to have you. Everybody that's joined, you guys are really important to me. These are the main characters of my webcomic project." Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out. A fellow webtoon creator. Magical Hunter Girls and a Dude. It's a supernatural slice of life comic. Two things I definitely enjoy, so I'll definitely have to check it out. If you like, you can support me on Ko-Fi. Hell yeah, we'll definitely have to do that. We'll, guys, go to this link, make sure that you support them. I, will, of course, will be finding their webtoon on Webtoon Canvas, so I can follow and like all of their chapters and read them all. Your style is so cute. Like, I really, really like this. Like, this OC is absolutely adorable. I love all of your musical posters here in the background. Looks like you have really good taste in music as well. Really nice pose. This pose is always like really difficult to do, like having a character playing a musical instrument on top of being on a bed that is in perspective. I think you did an awesome job of that. Looks really, really good. I love the purple tints, purple hues to the entire image. I think that ties it all together really well. Looks awesome. I love it. I love that "and a dude" like sticky note on your title. That's hilarious. Oh, this must be the dude. So we have Kaz Cazador and we have Alma Cazador. So they are siblings. This is really cool. I really love the graffiti like graphic style here that you've done to introduce your characters. I think that's really cool. He's got like a badass chin scar here, looks like. He must have really like busted his ass to get a scar like that. Damn. But yeah, really cool, really nice like perspective shot here. Got the girl in the almost like Gynex trigger pose with the crossed arms. Love the cast shadow. This is awesome. I love it. I can't wait to read your story. I'm totally going to read that today. Yes, that's the dude, and they are twins. Awesome. Hell yeah. I just love that in the title. I think that's like hilarious. That's such a cool, like, creative, quirky little touch. I really like it. And it's like a sticky note on top of it. I am not good at designing titles, so I think you did a really good job with that as well. Oh, it's okay, Alex. No worries. I'm literally on the final post here, so do not feel bad. I appreciate the thought, though. I'm glad you've like shown up for the last little bit. Makes me happy. All right, and we have Hilde Jaeger here. I really like this. I like you have a very good variety of your visually here with your characters. The little sports shorts underneath the miniskirt is always like a super cute uh, like a choice as far as the outfit for the character. Sorry, words are hard. Yeah, yeah. I think she looks awesome. This is really cool. I really like this design here is just like chef's kiss though. Like how you're doing their like names and introducing them. I need to like up my game when it comes to like text and like presentation and whatnot because this is awesome. Hey, that's awesome. Nothing wrong with that at all. Watch streak reach. Alex and Larius on a 7 stream streak. Woo! Let's go. Holy shit! You made it to 7 streams, even if you squeaked out at the end there, Alex. I'm proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like it when my art dad shows up for art things. It's like showing up to like if I had a soccer game. Alex is there with the Capri Suns waiting for me. Anyway, back to the artworks. I really, really like this. Really cool. Yeah, you can call me son. That's fine. No, mine would have gotten killed yesterday. Oh, it's okay, Pansy. You've been supporting me also from the beginning here, so don't let any sort of stats like, affect your well-being. I know that you're there for me, so yeah, this is awesome. I really like this. Really, really nice perspective. We have Eureka Hanta. Again, I love the graphic elements here. Like having it even in perspective is also hella dope with the shadow over top of it. I love the color choices on the whole thing. You have all the saturation, of course, in the most important part of the character, so you have really good character design sense. And it's also not, too complex. That way you can draw it consistently. Always one of the challenges of drawing a webcomic or webtoon is simplifying the characters enough that one, they show up on a phone screen, and two, they're not too difficult to draw over and over and over again. So I think you did a really good job. I really like all of your characters. I cannot wait to read your comic. I will totally do that after stream today. All right, so hell yeah. We had a really awesome one to finish this off here. Make sure you guys support Cacho Manser here as well. Definitely go subscribe to their webcomic. I will be doing the same. I will always support my fellow webtoon webcomic artists. I think you're absolutely awesome from what I've seen so far, and I definitely cannot wait to read your stuff. It makes me happy. Hey, you're very welcome. The whole point of my mission as an artist basically is to uplift other artists, make them feel good about everything that they do. We don't always get a lot of love, especially from friends and family. So I'm here to be your pillar of support and also try to make your dreams come true. So that's my mission. So anyway, let's go ahead. I am going to stick you guys in the lobby so we can wrap this up here. I am really sorry, Alex, that you just joined, but it makes me happy that you popped in anyway. I need to really figure out how I can make it to your streams more often as well. I want to thank everybody so much for participating in this art share. It makes me super, super happy. It's my favorite stream of every single week. Again, for everybody that's new, if you want to participate in this, follow me on Bluesky. I will have a pin post where you can pin your artwork. I will go over it every single week on stream. Unless, of course, like I'm sick or something, I'll give you guys like a big heads up. I'm sorry, Alex. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow to work more on Havoc's VGen commission. I've actually made some good progress off stream on it. shameless self plug, I do have a VGen if you guys would like some artwork from me. I have a 20% sale going on until the 25th of February. So make sure you guys check that out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I love you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Please follow and subscribe. That would also be awesome. Have a wonderful day. I'll catch you later. Bye.